So boys and girls, it's Wednesday the 5th of June, I'm your host Thomas Adams and this is the Game Zone News Recap. Our top story of the day involves the not so mighty these days StarCraft 2. Blizzard have just announced a brand new feature known as Spawn-In for StarCraft 2. It basically allows any edition from the Starter Edition to just the one with Wings of Liberty to actually play the full version of StarCraft 2 Heart of the Swarm. In order to gain access to this stuff, all you need to do is party up with someone who's actually got the expansion and boom, the main logo will change and you've got some free stuff. However, just like with all free things, there is a limit and they will disappear as soon as you leave the group with the person. Now, the restrictions are, there will be no single player, 1v1 unranked or ranked, and you're limited to one race, which is of course Terran. Now for the full list of restrictions and benefits, check out the video below. I personally think the system is a little too strange and awkward because it doesn't actually give the potential Heart of the Swarm player enough freedom to change his or her mind to actually buy the expansion. Plus, as mentioned before, you can only play one bloody race if it's the Starter Edition. It should be no surprise that StarCraft 2, while being a fun game, is struggling as an esport in comparison to others. I can only hope that Blizzard step up their game and help StarCraft 2 back to its former glory, and this of course will help. Just like the previous time, everyone and their mum is stating exactly why the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 is awesome in this respect or shit in that respect or anything like that. The forums are exploding, YouTube has a bajillion videos of Xbox versus PlayStation and everything like that. Although, again, this is another generation where I'm sitting there next to my PC thinking, what the hell is everyone doing? It's just fine here. But anyway, enough about that. Microsoft have not given up yet and they are continuously cranking that hype machine for the next Xbox, known as of course Xbox One, for E3, because they have released a lovely video that is like some little squares that spin around and stuff like that. Now the video itself gives us some clues of what we'll be seeing during E3, and to be honest, it just looks like we're going to see some faces of people, Forza and Halo for the TV. Now of course I am just kidding. I'm sure that during Microsoft's daily coverage from E3 on June 11th to June 13th will be absolutely awesome, and hopefully they'll give us some goss on exactly what titles are coming and everyone's just going to go nuts. Now we all know how awesome Deus Ex is. Yes, I know the original was even more awesome than the latest one, but the latest one I personally feel was quite good, and clearly creating the next game on the iPhone and iPad sounds like a lovely idea. Well, they've actually gone ahead and done it. So as you can see in the footage behind me, Deus Ex The Fall will be coming very soon to the iPhone and iPad, complete with its PlayStation 1 looking graphics. Luckily the storyline is based on some Deus Ex book that only about 50 people actually read. But yeah, as you can guess, this announcement is just odd. And as one of the YouTube comments actually said, what a fool for Deus Ex. And now, because my personal vendetta against tablet gaming stealing big games, let's talk about Plants vs Zombies 2, It's About Time. 2 days ago, PopCap released the first trailer that actually looked quite cool. I like the blend of CGI into real life, and of course, real life like kind of like plants doing crazy things. It just looks lovely. Well, everything was going awesome, beautiful trailer, beautiful looking plants, got a sneak peek at some of the new plants. Now it's a shame that right at the end of the trailer they actually state it will be exclusively available on iPod, Apple. Well, whatever, you know, iPad, whatever they're called, yeah. Basically, Plants vs Zombies 2 will be released July 2013 exclusively for the iPad, iPhone and iTouch. We all know that the PC basically championed this game and got all of its name out there and made this game into a huge success. But clearly PopCap don't think so. But it's okay, I don't blame PopCap because who owns PopCap? Electronic Arts. So I'm not going to say anything more apart from this. Sad times. Remember that you can check out the latest news on www.gamezone.com. I have been your host Thomas Adams and this has been the News Recap.